with me, Kushan. Safwan, most of you who have dropped by the store will know Safwan, one of our directors. And we also have Haren here today from Digital Ear. From the name you might have guessed, we are going to talk about some high-end audio equipment today. So first of all, Haren, why don't you tell us about what you do?
Basically, our company, we specialize in high-end audio and home theater systems. So we also have branched out very recently into car audio and pro audio equipment as well. But our main business is we do home audio. And we specialize in cables, speakers, amplifiers, CD players, exotic room tuning stuff.
Okay, so keeping that in mind, you will see some weird and exotic stuff today in a good way. We have Safwan here, especially for that. He has had some experience with these products, first-hand experience with the products, so you can get his feedback also in this regard. We've had some experience with these products at our store, so what we will be telling you will be based off our experience. And if you're thinking just marketing, it's not just marketing. We'll be telling you from our experience as well.
One of the special products we're going to talk about today, it's called the MiGs. It's done by Synergistic Research, one of the main brands he does. And I had the opportunity to take this home and try it out with a high-end set of speakers, and it was pretty awesome. I mean, the difference in sound that I could hear,
Safwan
the
is
details,
it
was awesome. I'm actually personally going to buy a set of these. I mean, these two in my hands, these probably will be mine very soon.
Alright, so Haren, so explain to us how this can be done. Explain to us how a cable or a small device like what Safwan is holding can make a difference.
Well, basically, I mean, to be very honest, people spend a lot of money on their equipment. And if I told you that all your speakers, your amplifiers, what you have right now sitting at your house, maybe you're squeezing 10% of what that equipment can do. Most of it is because a lot of people don't pay attention for the finer details, the cables, the power that feeds it. So we have to look at it in a way as such. You get a dam and you have a lake. And if you have muddy streams going towards the lake, you'll always get mud water at the lake. You won't get clear water. So a lot of these fine details are looked, are forgotten, are not considered in, especially in Sri Lanka.
But people tend to drop more and more money on more expensive speakers if they want.
So while they don't consider, hey, I'm only getting 10% of my speaker, for quarter of that price, if I can match up the highest end speaker, match it up at least.
So essentially what you're offering is take a cheaper speaker,
yes,
and get the full potential out of it, rather than getting a more expensive speaker.
Definitely, because most mind frame here is if you get money, you would go and invest on a better speakers, a better amp, a better mixer. That's all good. It's all good, but you're not squeezing the most of the equipment what you have right now with you. So that hidden, so you will never know what your mixer or what your speakers can do. So maybe you don't need a better pair of speakers. Maybe you don't need a better mixer. Right now you're squeezing maybe 10% of what it can do. So basically we tell you how you can squeeze out those.
So you specialize in the remaining 90%.
Definitely.
Yes.
So let's take a closer look at this MiG. It kind of impressed me and blew me away.
If you're wondering what a MiG is,
it stands for mechanical interface grounding.
Okay. So let's take a look at it first before we go into detail.
So this is one of those stands. It's for a regular person like me, a piece of metal. That's all it is.
Essentially half a metal ball.
Half a metal ball.
Hollow in the middle. Okay, so how do these work?
Yeah,
basically they are footers. It's very commonly used in high-end audio. So basically this is it lightning fast, grounds the mechanical interface. People may ask what is that? Basically in your CD player, hard drives, your computers, they all have a vibration. Though we don't hear it as loud, we don't see it as much. There is a small vibration. This affects the sound pretty big, in a big way. So what happens is this actually grounds it down to whatever you have placed it on, and they also act as resonators. So it doesn't give you an echo as such, but it gives you that live feeling you would hear in a live performance. When you go to a concert, you'll always see a large sound stage of audio. And sometimes when you listen to speakers, you always hear it dimensional. Means when you put a speaker, pinpoint it, it's always dimensional to you. So you want the horizon, there is a large sound stage. So this actually introduces the larger sound stage of audio.
So okay, so that for anyone looking at it, it just looks like half a metal ball.
Yeah.
So what's so special about it?
So basically what they do
How
is
does
that,
this do it?
yeah, at a certain frequency they tune these balls before they finalize it. They put an oil bath to get this kind of shape. So at a certain frequency there's a chassis frequency. So basically, I think you all have tried setting it up into different.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, like the different sound stages that it creates.
The pinpoint and ambience. So basically, the resonation of that frequency, it basically resonates that. So I mean, it's again very exotic technology, and it gives you a huge, large sound stage of the speaker.
Sure. Now these can be set up in two orientations. You can put that way or that way.
Yeah, you have a pinpoint orientation and
So
ambient
you have
orientation.
a little, I mean, we call this a catalog, a sheet of paper, which tells you exactly how this can be set up.
And essentially, you need 3 of these per speaker.
Yes.
Okay,
so more than the speaker, actually, I mean, because you all have
we tried this on. That's why we are mentioning as a speaker, because we tried this on speakers basically.
Yes, because you all, I think your shop has mostly a lot of studio monitors that move quite a bit. So, but initially these are used for CD players, for DACs, amplifiers, that kind of equipment.
So it takes out the vibrations from the play itself.
Yes, the mechanism inside of the CD player basically grounds it onto the stand. The chassis vibrations, it resonates the sound. So that's why I'm sure you heard it firsthand, the sound stage becomes much larger.
Yes, definitely.
And shows the full potential of the music that you've been missing out.
True. Now, if you think we tried this on mid-range, say a 40,000 rupee speakers, and we tried this on 150,000 rupee speakers. Both of these make a difference. It's not like you need a super high-end system to make this work also.
Actually, I got curious and placed my laptop on these, and the laptop speaker sounded better.
So there you go. So even something as small as a laptop speaker sees a difference from this. So next thing, how expensive it is.
These are 3 feet. Comes in one pack. It retails for 30,000 rupees.
That's the pack there.
That's the pack.
So I would say initially you would say then for a pair of speakers you need 6 of them, 60,000 rupees. So initially you might be skeptical, saying like I'm not going to spend 60,000 rupees on a bunch of work. Number one, you have to listen to this to see how much a difference. The other thing is if you have say a 40,000 rupee pair of speakers and you use this, and if they sound as good as a 200,000 rupees pair, then isn't that justified?
It is. And actually I see this as a long-term investment. Like currently my personal speakers are the MOD AV40s, which goes for about 26,000 rupees. And these cost like 60,000. But the reason I'm considering buying these now is this is not something that you want to upgrade in 5 years, 10 years. This is something you could even use and pass down to your kids.
It's more of an investment.
So it's an investment.
It's also, if you do end up buying high-end equipment down the line, you can always just place the speaker on top.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Just place the CD player on top, and it'll work wonders.
Yeah, obviously I'm not going to stick to the AV40s forever. Probably a year or two down the line, I might buy myself some expensive speakers. And buying these now helps me to enjoy my AV40s to its full potential now, as well as to get the most of a new set of speakers that I decide to buy down the line.
If you have any questions regarding audio, send them in. Comment below, comment on our Facebook page. We will try to get answers for you from him. We'll see what we can help you with. I know some questions cannot be answered, but we'll see how far we can go with this stuff. I know the stuff that you guys asked us.
We have our company on Facebook as well. It's called Digital Ear.
Yes, you can find a link below and in the description of the video, so you can like that. You can ask questions directly from our end. If there's anything you need to know about audio, about say you're setting up a studio, say you want to get the best of what you have, you want to know something, ask Karen. We'll be getting Karen here for a few more reviews for more audio products as well, get his input on these things as well. So that's it for today. It's me, Kushan.
Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video and
until next time.